What's going on YouTube? It's Jason again with JJ Drones, and I'm sitting in the driver's seat right now because we're getting ready to go up to Fremont, California to our Sysco delivery. We got all the cameras rolling. It's dark outside, so we're gonna see how this turns out. But let's get up to our first delivery and last delivery of this trip, and let's get into this video. Okay guys, so we are getting ready to head out of here. We have an 8 a.m. up in Fremont, California. And as anybody knows that has been in the trucking industry for a while, if you're going to be going into a major city of any kind, you definitely want to make sure that you leave with plenty of time. Now, I'm not sure how well this video is going to be recorded, because GoPros do not like dark. But we're going to try it.
Turn left, then take the first right.
All right. Turn our headlights on.
Turn right on Travel Park Circle, then take the first left. Turn left on Travel Park Circle, then take the first right.
And it is currently 5:17 in the morning. So we're giving ourselves 2 hours and 43 minutes to go 52 miles. You may think that I'm exaggerating, but I'm definitely not. See, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. They think that getting in front of me is going to speed them up. But it's not, because it doesn't matter. All the lanes are jammed up. They're not going to get anywhere faster just because this truck is sitting here in the right lane. It just doesn't make any sense, guys. And that's why we have Blinker Fluid of the Week, to highlight the best of the worst drivers in the US. And most of them live in Utah, but there's a lot of them that live in California. And if you've seen Brian's videos that he submits, there's a lot of bad ones in Wisconsin, and there's a lot of bad ones in Chicago. There's bad drivers everywhere, guys. It's just the amount of bad drivers. Okay, guys, well, we are 11 miles away from our delivery, so I figured I would bring you back. Traffic hasn't been going that badly this morning. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. And we're going to make it to Sysco by our appointment time. Well, before our appointment time. In fact, quite a bit before our appointment time. Our appointment time's at 8 o'clock. We're probably going to get there right around 6:30-ish. So, yeah, we left real early. But here's the thing. If you don't, and you think that you're going to make it there on time with only leaving maybe, an hour before your appointment, then you're going to end up being stuck in traffic. The little bit of traffic that we were in when I stopped filming earlier was not anything big. It didn't last long at all. But the sun's starting to come up here in Central California. I almost said Southern California, but we're in Central California. We're just south of San Francisco. That's why it's important to plan your trip. Trip planning is the most important thing that you can do in this job. And it's important to know that you have scale houses along your route, because especially in California, where they do like to do inspections more often than most states, you may end up sitting there waiting for them to finish your inspection, and trying to get them to hurry along is not going to work out well for you. I don't know if they were beeping at me or if I'm hearing something else, but I don't know. Well, there's the first part of the scale house. All trucks stop at scales. We got a green light this time, so we don't have to go in this time. And if you're curious as to why, there is a device in my window called Pre-Pass. And what that does is it reads my credentials as I'm driving down the highway. And there's little scales in the road. And if they think that you're overweight, or if they think that that's what I thought. If they think that you're overweight, or if they think that they want to look at your truck while you're driving over the scale to make sure that you don't need to be inspected, then they'll bring you into the scale house like we did the last time. But we just rolled through one of the scale houses, and apparently we were good enough that it didn't matter. But we're only 1.5 miles from our exit.
Take exit 16 on the right towards Stevenson Boulevard.
Now here's another reason why you don't follow your GPS blindly, is because my GPS right now is saying that there's a 5-ton weight limit on the route that we're going to be going. Now, I've driven this route many, many times, and there is no 5-ton weight limit. And there's a lot of areas where the Garmin thinks that you're going on a restricted route, but you're absolutely not. And then there's other times where the Garmin will not think you're on a restricted route, but you are. Again, this all comes down to proper trip planning. And if you're curious as to where you can find out a lot of this information is in the front of the driver's motor carrier atlas. And if you're unfamiliar with that, and you're going through training, definitely ask your trainer to open up his motor carrier atlas and show you where you can find that information. And if not, if they don't know, let me know and I will do a video. Now, left and right turn lanes. When you have 2 left lanes, you want to be in the right lane to make your turn. If you're making a right turn and there's 2 lanes, you want to be in the left lane. Yeah, this went a lot easier than I was expecting. Now, this area that we're going to be going to, where the Sysco is, there are a lot of homeless people. And I guess technically you could say they're not homeless because they're living in an RV or a van or something on the street. But you'll see. And I'll let you guys decide for yourselves. But for me, it's a sad sight.
take the ramp on the right to I-80 South.
Okay, we made our left-hand turn. Now we're going to turn on our turn signal because we need to be in the left lane. Now, I don't like this one because as soon as you make your left-hand turn, you basically have to merge over because this lane ends. And if they're really going to be serious about having warehouse space over here, they're going to have to extend out this lane. Because somebody just tried to cut me off, but they thought twice about it. There's a Walmart. Now, I've seen a lot of guys actually say, you know, you can just park at any Walmart. Well, you can't. There's a lot of drivers that have thought they could park at a Walmart and then they end up getting kicked out. So if you're going to park at a Walmart, I highly suggest that you find out if that's okay from the store manager. Because you don't want to be booted out, especially if you're in the middle of your 10-hour break.
Quarter mile, turn right on Stewart Avenue, then take the third left.
All right. Now, passing in a double yellow line. Welcome to Blinker Fluid of the Week.
Turn right on.
Oh, and right through the stop sign. We got a double. I knew we'd find something. Congratulations, you're going on Blinker Fluid. I'm sending that to Dan. All right, now we make this turn. And as you can see, this entire road is just filled with people that are living out of their vehicles or out of their RVs. And this isn't the only road that's like this in California. In fact, there's a wheelchair.
Turn left on Christie Street, then take the first right.
You got to feel for these people. Is that three cars? There are three cars worth of people in that one motorhome? Who knows? Yeah, it breaks my heart every time I come through here. I see that. Now, if you see the trucks parked on the road,
Then take the first right.
there are signs everywhere that say no stopping anytime, no parking anytime. So I guess you could park here, but you do it at your own risk. Not to mention the fact that I don't know how safe it is to just sit there and park.
Turn right.
Now, when you come in here, if you ever come out here to deliver, you just pull up to the gate, and then you do what the sign says. Park inside, then check in at the gate, or at the guard shack. Always bring a pen, because they don't provide a pen, because apparently there's a bunch of people that are stealing them. And have a reflective vest. So we're at the Sysco in Fremont. I'm gonna go check in, and then as soon as we get a door, I'll bring you guys back. So stay with me. All right, guys, we got door 45.
Which result would you like?
We're gonna fire up the truck. All right, let's go find door 45. Take this off. Lots of phone calls today. So now we've got this guy that's gonna pull out in front of us, which is fine. We don't have that much stuff in the trailer. But luckily we don't have anyone that parked real close to us so that we were able to get out of that parking spot. Things are really tight here, especially if you park in front of that generator. Now hopefully the truck that's in 45 has already left. It's a busy place today. Now a lot of these doors you can just do a straight line back into. It's not a very difficult place to back in. Now normally you would not want to go forward and behind a guy, especially a guy with Illinois plates. But I know that he had to come out and break his seal. Now he's going to be able to back in without a problem. I'm going to have to do an angle back because the truck's right across the way from my door. Will not help with what I'm trying to do. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go break the seal. All right, seal is broke. Now when you're backing up, you definitely want to have your window down. And like I said, always be looking both sides. And don't go too fast. Nice and slow. Because you can do it too fast many, many times. With a whole lot of pull-ups. But if you slow it down and you just take your time backing into the door, normally you can get it in without having any pull-ups. Now, I'm too far to the right on this one, so I'm going to pull up just a little bit. And Brakes are set. Now all I gotta do, guys, is go out there and chock the tires and then wait for them to call and let me know how much the lumper fee is, so stay with me. Okay guys, well, we're unloaded. Let's see. And we're going to go pick up cheese, but we need to sweep out the trailer because there's no place to wash out. So hopefully that's gonna be good enough. I'm gonna borrow their garbage can because you don't want to be sweeping your trailer onto their parking lot. It's not very nice. And it's not very professional either. But I do have a broom that I keep with me. And we're going to go up here. And we're going to sweep out the trailer.
They fall back down and they keep getting up and they try to steer clear. I'm afraid, I'll admit, what if I'm stuck in my mind? I'm not great, neither rich, but will you stay here by my side? All the good times turn into memories and the
All right, guys, now that we have been unloaded, our next load is a broker load. And if you're not familiar with brokers, brokers are people that buy loads and sell them to trucking companies. Well, don't really sell them, but they pay trucking companies to haul them. So they're kind of a middleman in between. And the broker we're going to be calling now, her name is Amy. And I've worked with Amy quite a few times in the past. So let's give Amy a call and see what's up with her today. Well, we have a load that we're picking up going from San Leandro and Willows over to Blanchardville.
Yes, yes, we do.
Okay, and I have no place to wash out, so I just got done sweeping out the trailer. Hopefully that's going to be fine.
I would think that it would be. I would think so. It's not like stinky or anything, is it?
No, it's our frozen chicken loads.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes the season stuff can leave a little bit of a...
Yeah,
but, no,
yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and you're only getting one pallet there in San Leandro.
Okay, perfect.
Fill you up tomorrow morning in Willows.
And tomorrow at Willows, it says on the bills here that, or not the bills, but the sheet she gave me, approximately 24,000 pounds in Willows.
Yep.
So. And
that'll be more pallets than, you know, because that's light stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So it should be full. You know, they should fill you up, kind of.
Okay. Well, it works for me. I mean, a nice light load going back across to Wisconsin isn't going to hurt my feelings.
Well, I knew that. I knew that it was a light load. I said, I have this. Is Jason going to California? This would be a good load for Jason.
Yes. Perfect. Yes. Well, yes. Amy, thank you very much. Amy is like the coolest broker on the planet. Love working with her. So we're going to go turn on our reefer so it can start pre-cooling. It's not going to have to pre-cool much because basically it's been sitting with the reefer running all day and it was at -5. We have to put it at 35 degrees. There's a range between 35 and 38 degrees on this load, so we can run this on start-stop versus continuous unless we're told otherwise. So let's go back and turn on the reefer and then I'll be right back. The switch is right here. Now this is for carrier units only. Now we got to wait for it to boot up and it's going to go through a self-test and everything else. But once this screen pops up, we'll be able to change the temperature on it. Now if you're going to change it from start-stop to continuous, that's this button right here. You just got to press it once. There's your defrost button here. Here's your alarm button here. And then your up and down buttons. And then this is your enter button. Now we've got the temperature showing. This is where the box is at. This is your set temp. So we're going to put it up to 35. Actually, we'll probably put it to 34 just to be on the safe side. Pretty much every cheese place that I've been to wanted it set at 34. So now if you just leave it like that, it's not going to set it. You have to hit the equal button and that set the temperature. So now we have that set. We've got our paperwork all scanned in and turned in to get paid. And we're ready to get out of here. So let's set up the cameras and we'll get moving. We are checked in here at Anchor Distributing, and I was told that as soon as we can get into a door that's open, then we can just back in and talk to a guy named Kevin on the dock. Now, they've only got 5 docks. Let me show you. Okay, so they've got 5 docks, and they've got 6 docks. 3 of them have containers dropped in them, and then they've got 3 other trucks that are already backed into doors. So I'm not really sure how long it's going to take for these guys to get loaded and out of the docks, but if somebody needs to move one of those containers that are already sitting in a dock, that box truck from Group 1A LLC is in the way, and that's not very helpful at all. But it is what it is. I doubt they're going to be pulling any of those trailers out, and it's just a waiting game at this point. Life of a trucker, right? So we're going to keep our doors closed on our trailer, and then as soon as one of these trucks moves out of the way, then we're going to loop around right where that driver is backing in. We're going to loop around in that direction, come back around, drive in front of the docks there so that we have a sight side back, or even a, well, no, there's not enough room to do a straight line back, but we do have enough room that we can do a very good angle back into a dock without much of an issue, because the docks aren't that tight together. Now it does look like there's one driver that is getting ready to go, so that's one truck that's going to be on his way. So as soon as he gets backed into a dock, and then that other truck backs into a dock, then we'll be able to circle around. But once we get backed into a dock, it's not going to take us much to get loaded, because we're only getting 1 pallet. So that's the plan, and that's the one thing that you should do when you're going to a place that you're not familiar with. Get a lay of the land and see how you would go about getting yourself backed into one of their doors. It may seem kind of foolish, but in the end, if you're not familiar with it, why wouldn't you at least look and see what you're going to be doing? You can also look above for any sort of obstructions above where you're driving, and we don't have that problem here. In fact, there's no problems over by the docks either. There is a little overhang, but it's far above where the trailers are set. So it's just another tip for all you new drivers out there. Don't be afraid to get out, walk around, and check out where you're going to be backing into before you actually do it. So it's the end of another day. It's a beautiful day out here in Northern California. In fact, like I said, it was around 81 degrees outside. So the fact that I'm wearing a hoodie is absolutely ridiculous, and I'm ready to take this vest off. But we went through a lot today. We got one delivery done. We got one pickup done. We've got one more pickup tomorrow, and then we're going to be off to Wisconsin. Now, I did go through a lot of information today, so if you have any questions over what I covered, definitely leave a comment down below. I'm more than happy to, do videos on questions that you guys have, especially new guys in the trucking industry. So go ahead and jot those down in the comments as well. But I hope that you're enjoying these trucking vlogs. I enjoy doing them. This is something that I do on my day-to-day job. This is how I get paid, and to support me and my wife and support my YouTube channel. But I really want to get more involved in this, so I'm going to try and do more and more of these. And I know they're a little bit long, but it's an 11-hour day, and I have to shorten it down as much as I possibly can. So I hope that you were able to make it to the end of this video, and if you did, I really do appreciate it. If you got anything of value in this video and you appreciate this content, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload a trucker vlog to YouTube. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a long day, and then tomorrow we're going to pick up where we left off. So I appreciate you coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, guys.